really is because the communities and the individual leaders have made this a priority for many, many years. So as your federal partner, I've been happy to do whatever it took to advance that vision. And yes, this is a district that is united by its rivers. It's very disparate in every way. It's been one of the great pleasures of representing a district that is as diverse as it is geographically, economically, culturally, just so diverse in every way, but our rivers do unite us. So it's been one of the ways of drawing attention to that was to do it through River Day, and I've always had such fun. And the only reason I could paddle was because there was always somebody really strong. Not that I'm a weakling, but nevertheless. So I just wanted, so we're finally at this point here where we're introducing the Nashua River Wild and Scenic River Act of 2018. It's the next stage in assuring the kinds of protections that all that you have done is assured for future generations. This bill, it has a number. I never think of bills in terms of their number, but it's HR 6825, was co-introduced with me, Congresswoman Annie Custer from New Hampshire, and a companion bill was introduced by Senator Ed Markey alongside Senator Warren, as well as Senators Shaheen and Hassan. So we're all together on this. I especially want to thank the Nashua River Watershed Association for partnering with my office to seek the necessary support for this legislation from all 9 towns that had to weigh in on it and approve it here in Massachusetts, as well as the 2 towns in New Hampshire. The Nashua River impacts all these communities. And as so many of you know, and so many of you have been part of this, I've just been doing this since 2007. I can't imagine when Marion Stoddard and others, I don't want to ask you here, what you all really started to look at this river and do what you needed to do to draw attention to it in order to clean it up. But it was polluted during the Industrial Revolution by the many mills that were along its banks, and that's so true of other rivers in this district as well. And even though the river was ruled unfit in 1965, it was those advocates, like those of you here today and others over many years, who worked so hard to bring back its beauty. 3 years ago, the National Park Service embarked upon its study to determine if the river and its tributaries met the wild and scenic eligibility criteria, and we're here today because, in fact, they did. This study was initiated after the legislation that Elizabeth referenced was successfully passed through Congress in 2014. At the time, it was a Republican-controlled House of Representatives, no small feat to get it through, as modest a bill as it may seem, and signed into law by President Obama. That Congress was historically one of the least productive Congresses ever, but our legislation was successful thanks to the work by the Watershed Association. Elizabeth came to testify, and others to educate the public and to build a strong and diverse coalition of supporters in favor of increasing protection for these rivers. As we know, with 9 towns, one of the great things I value about this district is you cross an invisible line and you know you've gone from one community to another. And we have strong identities and strong interests. So bringing everybody together is no simple feat. But the fact that you all were able to do that and to support this, I think, is really a testament to all of you and the hard work you were willing